go.
Oh my god, there's an Ohimi jump scare. I was gonna type that I don't have like the special technology set up where we can talk and nobody can hear us while we're live. By the way, we're live. But and so you know, don't do your usual thing where you keep talking about how much like you hate, I don't know, guns blazing. Relevant name that we can mention.
About how much I actually hate Metal Overdrive. My god, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That dude.
It's kind of crazy how you do that all the time, to be honest. Germans, yeah, I was gonna go Germans, but like that's too, like, I don't know. If I keep saying that all the time, then people are gonna think that there's like actually something there, so I can't do that. It's too risky, you know. We're actually like not late for a change. I will screen share the thing for you in a second. I have to open the thing for myself as well. They posted the room ID and the spec ID like an hour ahead, and I was like, oh my god, am I late? Am I late?
Yeah, I mean, you also messaged me like, I don't know, a couple of minutes before 15 my time, and I was like, god damn.
Yeah. I mean, I was mostly just checking whether I had to like try and see if you can make it, because you said you had like.
Fortunately, yeah, they fixed the electricity over here. I'm back. We good.
He's back. He's Mr. Electro. Mr. Electric.
Sergeant Electro. That's what they call me, mate.
Oh damn.
Yo, is that Victor frickin' Lee hole up?
Yeah. Okay, so we have the lineups for the teams. We have the technology.
And they're insane.
Yeah, they are insane. For Knights of Hell, which is shortened to KoH, we have AS, or AS. I don't know. That's their username. I don't know. It's AS capitalized both of them. We have Victor Lee. We have Leon Hard. And then for B and D, which I forgot to ask if there is a decipher for the team name. We have
that
two names,
means
which
Bundesnachrichtendienst.
Okay. We have two players whose names I will try to pronounce, but I will probably butcher, which is Mong Sha Hung and Sui Nang, I think. Did I typo that? Sui Nang Soren? That's so bad. But like,
Apparently
okay, and then we have
Hugo.
Gimlet as well, which
Gimlet.
like that's a little bit easier to pronounce it also.
From Twitter. Let's go.
Yeah, and Gimlet from Twitter. Meng Sui Nang. Okay, so I did have it right. Okay.
Perfect.
You say Meng, but I don't know, like the way that Google Translate pronounced it, it almost sounded more like Meng, but I could be wrong though. Who's representing Rajabad clan? We, me and Ohimi are.
Totally. Surely Google Translate knows exactly how to pronounce everything, right?
Well, I think for big languages, it's probably okay. Oh, I didn't reset set count. Set count.
Yeah, take the rats away. They don't.
No, I already took the rats away. I did do that yesterday, but I didn't reset the set count itself. Like the little number up top, you know. I will say.
Who needs the little number? They know it's set 1 because there aren't any rats yet.
That's also true. Yeah. But like, I will say, last time when I cast with Cao, I realized, holy crap, Ohimi, you carried so hard the first time we did this. It was really rough.
I love you too, bro.
Like, I don't know, I felt very lost at times, and since I'm not blaming Sao or anything. It's just like you were the dad who stepped up, you know. That's I just had to. I'm not this again. This is gonna sound like I'm shitting on Sao. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, you just went above and beyond, you know. So I wanted to shout you out for that. Wait, do I not have a reactive for you on? I thought I had a. I thought I had to reactivate. I guess they changed the URL.
I mean, you
or
had,
something.
maybe you didn't have it for like this scene.
Yeah, it might be changed because
like
I
turn
changed
in.
it to South. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Fuki
no
Tech.
worries.
Yeah, looks like a match hasn't started yet.
Yeah,
Do you have...
Sao's kind of suspicious. All I ever hear from him is, "Oh man, why do you, man? I went to sleep at the WCQ and then you passed me. What the hell?" My God, man.
Okay, but to be fair, that's literally what he did to me, though. Like, I went to bed during... Did you also did that to me? You mother spider. Alright, well, the Victor Lee's game is beginning, so we're gonna go into that one.
Let's go!
Why can't I see you anymore? It used to... They changed it.
Yeah,
Purchase
we used to
premium.
see each other every day. What happened, man?
Yeah, which happened? Can you log in Fugitech at some point and try to see if you can grab a URL for me to, like, to grab? Probably do that between rounds, I guess, but...
He has a book about the success if you guys are interested. Bo, I was in one of his Duel Links teams. I got the book for free, man. I know how to be successful. It's okay.
Yeah, it was in our Team Wars team Discord pinned. We were early adopters.
For sure, for sure.
I might
Discord reactive
turn on
images.
in-game music. Just to switch it up, you know?
My username, avatar, and banner. My email. What the hell do you want from my email? Reactive images.
I'm sure it's fine.
Who cares?
Oh yeah, I still don't have pop-out chat, I think.
Okay, so where am I supposed to grab a link or whatever? I have it on my Discord avatar right now. Library, blah blah.
I can pop it up. Okay, also the Malice stuff is happening. Sorry, this is like growing pains. It's the start of the match.
This is the
I'm grabbing my chat still right now.
this is the Malice combo, but you know,
But we
ends
have a
on
Jerusalem.
more stuff because you didn't have to start with Dormouse. You have a 2-card with like any name that's not Dormouse and the Bestial. That's crazy, bro.
Hello Yatta, hello chat.
Reactive can see the voice channel you're in and you're ready to go. Yes, but what am I not supposed to like?
There should be a URL somewhere, but like I mean, you can probably do that between runs as well. I don't. They changed the UI, which is why it's kind of fricked. It used to like show everyone that's in the call with you before at one point. I assume they like put that behind the paywall or something maybe, but like surely there is a, you can click on a thing, maybe it gives you like one of the pictures and it gives you a URL. I don't know.
Can you check that? What's player 2's name again? Frick, swinging the teeth roll like an Ash on the what's its face ages ago on the
Yeah, there was
cat?
an Ash. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which is why we ended up, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but chances aren't looking too great for our boy Zuining.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what, 80% win rate in Worlds for Malice that people keep quoting going first. I mean,
for good reason, because it's just the best deck. Let's go.
No, the best deck is obviously
Gimmick Puppet.
Gimmick Puppet, yeah.
Honorable mentions going out to Arcana Force, obviously.
Yeah, that's the second best deck. Going first, 75% rate going. I don't think it's that high. Alright, well, we still get Dormouse access.
There's the URL. Lit. Okay,
I promise you guys, we'll be better. We're just setting stuff up. Okay, we get the White Rabbit access for the trap card as well. Yeah.
80% going first, 79 going second. That's why he's the GOAT. I mean, isn't this like the crazy board that like can do Lingo Rebo as well in case you're playing the mirror and you're afraid of Impulse? Or I guess it also plays around Imperm.
Yeah, I mean, that I would not be too surprised if we end up seeing that. By the way, for the KoH player, you can say Asan instead of As. Okay.
Asan instead of Ass? I gotta think about it. Thank you, Neo Hawkeye.
I appreciate the options.
For
I'm
sure,
afraid that I'm afraid that I come across as sarcastic, but I genuinely do mean it. Thank you for giving us more options.
I
for
was
this.
sarcastic. He's real. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
That's
so
in
we
one
got that
sweep.
one fixed up.
Okay.
Fair enough. San Juan. Damn, bars.
How's the weather?
It's actually very nice weather. I was outside yesterday as well, but today too. And you know, it was okay. I still went back in, but the weather was not the problem.
Yeah, it's very, very summery here this weekend today. It's like 26 degrees outside right now. Honestly, like that's the high ceiling for me. I would prefer it's like low 20s or even like between 17 and 20. That's like my ideal sweet spot, right? But like very nice weather.
Yeah.
Very, very good game.
Like
perfect weather to like be indoors and play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Depends on the humidity or whatever, but 26, 27 is like just right. I can go out in like a t-shirt and I don't feel like I get freaking roasted in the oven, right?
I can respect that. I like it when it's a little bit cooler overall, you know. But
that's also reasonable.
But I don't know. I've been warming up to warmer weather, you know, over the last few years. Maybe because so like a couple years ago we had like a really bad heat wave, and I'm like, okay, at least it's not that bad anymore.
Yeah. Vic is showing me like the combo lines that I didn't know existed with this deck.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what we're choosing to like end on here at the moment, but we'll see in a moment, I guess. We do have the MTP set up, and I guess then we make the dragon.
It's not like you need the draw, right? So it's, like he probably still wins, but like he went -2 or something here for no reason.
I mean, I think this is super. I was gonna say reasonable, but that's like not true. It's not super reasonable. It's honestly the opposite of super reasonable. I really appreciate also the nice like triangle pyramid setup here. That's very aesthetically pleasing. That's too clean for me. All right, we have the set. Do you do you set a trap or a spell trap even if you don't have the Malice Trap card going second or going first as well, just to like make your opponent think, or do you not bother?
It depends. In this situation, I think it's fine, like, because like there's 3 sets. One, I think we know 2 of them, but the third one might be Impulse, so it's not like keeping the fields empty does anything for anybody.
Neither of the traps are used, so we know both what the cards are and where they're located. Okay, yeah, Talents, one of the cards that might give you a chance to at least try to participate in the game here. Especially because we've already eaten the Firewall Dragon interaction, right? Which means,
the Firewall shot very early, didn't it?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, because it is tough to play through an Appaloosa if you don't have anything on the board at all, right? That being said, you know, it does get checked by a Talents, and it turns out that we do have the Talents here.
It sure does.
But yeah, we know that it's the Revive in the middle, and it's the Search plus Banish on the right-hand side, and then the Mystery card is at the bottom left of the pyramid, which is about to collapse, unfortunately. We're losing 2 cards from it. But I guess you can start building a new form. I think for aesthetics reasons, you have to summon in the left column, right?
So then you can make it like a chair.
Yeah.
And if he takes the Appaloosa, you kind of have a stool or a bridge, depending on your interpretation.
Let's see it.
I will say Gex Yatagarasu. Thank you very much for the... What's it called?
Prompt.
For the input.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, some deliberation. Okay, here's... Did you watch... you were with me, yeah, okay, you did watch the AI thing, but it's weird because something about the bot saying the player is making a decision here, or the, you know, the AI TTS. Oh, that is an interesting like placement in terms of,
Yeah,
you know,
it's-
aesthetic.
Mm.
But something about the bot saying the player is taking their time to make a decision. While it is a very valid,
Whoa,
okay, very valid
whoa,
yoink
this
as
is
well.
hilarious.
Yeah.
No shot, bro. I mean,
What's your
it
follow-up? I
makes
mean, you
sense.
you can even attack over.
Yeah,
There's
you can battle phase and crack the Appaloosa, like why wouldn't you, right?
yeah.
This is, I mean,
The only question is how we, you know, follow up from here.
yeah, how do we proceed from here exactly? That's yeah.
We're not locked. If we have a Typhon, we can maybe try to like get rid of more. But you know, the Malice not really a deck known for struggling to follow up, especially considering we know there's a follow up search for the for a monster face down. So you need to be able to not just crack this board. You also need to be able to set something up here.
Yeah, you need to withstand the onslaught next turn as well. Jeez Louise, okay. 700. Attention duelists, it is time on the round. Oh, the forbidden effect. No shot. I mean, okay. No redeems during these. Truth hurts.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to like talk over you for this
No,
because
it's
it's
fine.
like a stream related thing, not a match related thing. But you can ask me for a free redeem for this next like applicable stream setup. All right. Well, we do have access to you know March Air, so actually able to at least set something up here.
I mean,
down to one mystery card.
Thing now is right, like, what if Swineng goes into his own Lingo Rebo? Where's the follow-up then? I think he's kind of cooking if he does that.
I do feel like that to a degree. Maybe there was incentive to.
Yo.
Could we not have tried to protect our Appaloosa there by going for a search and then forcing out the Red Ramson or a ransom by banishing it with our March Hare? Looking at it that way before the battle phase.
But then he would have like. I mean, if you search the March Hare, you have to do that in the main phase still,
Yeah.
so.
But is that a problem?
It would have been a possibility for sure. I mean, then the problem is like you lose the banish or whatever, but it's not like you're gonna banish anything anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now in this position, we're not banishing anything, and we're trying to search for follow. Like that is the premise here. Now we are doing neither, and we lost our uppos. I feel like that really might have been a big slip up here. Maybe there's something else being considered, but like retroactively looking at the situation, I think that might have been the play here that would have yielded the biggest benefits. And then at the same time, also the fact that Red Ransom was accessible there in the graveyard for Sui is really, really inconvenient for Victor and very convenient for them. As mentioned before, you need to do more than just break the board. You have to establish your own here as well, and it does look like that's about to happen.
He's definitely establishing. And like Vic is taking his sweet time with the MTP, you know. The Link Rebo can literally hit any second, and then there is no follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose there is technically like the unknown trap card, which, well, I mean, it could be a couple things, but the unknown card on the left-hand side. But yeah, it's, you know, nothing has happened so far, so barring something like, I don't know, Karma Cannon, I don't think like much is gonna happen anyways with it. That would be the unhinged terrorist pick. I would love that. Also, I meant to type down the player decks as well. So I will type Victor Lee is on Malice.
Okay, there's the ass code, cleaning house. I mean the Asan code, my bad.
Okay, now you're like trying to make it sound mean. What the hell are you?
I'm just taking the piss, it's okay. Surely it's okay.
I have a notepad open. I just sent you what I have noted so far.
Nice.
Okay, so the West Coast Leaguer,
Wait,
which,
what?
I mean, for like a delayed reaction, probably is like the highest value thing that we can get, but I don't know. It's really hard for me to get over the fact that I really think we should have just protected Rafalusa, right? Like,
This is so interesting. Now you just get to banish theirs as well if you want to, which apparently he doesn't want to. Okay.
Well,
I guess he
it
still has
hasn't been
back
procced,
row
right?
to... Yeah, but yeah, but no, it's called, so...
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's... I mean, I don't think he wants to do that, right? Because he wants to use it as a material. But you do bring up a very amusing point here for sure.
I mean, that reminds me of like the combo Shiranui Mirror and Duel Links, like not the one you might know, but like the Tachyon one. Where like, oh, I go first, I steal the level 2 tuner from their grave, and then I banish it with my level 7.
Okay, yeah. I vaguely remember something. I was not very active in DL at that point, but I vaguely remember that. But I think another major point here that comes up is that call by hurts really, really bad for his ability to try to set up a board as well. Like, not having access to that white binder is going to be extremely painful, you know? Alright.
I mean...
We're getting a cheesy cat. Getting a red ransom.
I mean, we could have gotten some life points with the... I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why we're going Chessie rather than grabbing the revive here, and also I think that it would have been nice to make sure that the white binder could hit the graveyard afterwards, right? Like being linked off. But if it's a Lingariba angle or something, then I kind of get it, I guess. Okay, this is that's a Cryptor, I assume. Yes.
That's the Cryptor.
Get the decoder back as well.
This is so interesting.
Comment, I felt they were trying to hold the opponent's Link Monster ransom.
I thought that was what was gonna happen, but we just kind of gave it back, I guess, because it's not like it's doing anything next turn either. But I guess they both have a March Hare now in hand, and I feel like both of them could have, like, you know, plus harder here, but I don't know how, so I'm not...
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's maybe a little bit more...
I know for Victor, I don't really know for Suining.
Yeah,
look, they're both doing the thing!
Yeah, they are doing the mirrored thing. I feel like this might come across maybe as a little bit biased, but I do feel like for Sui it was a little bit more uncertain as to how they should navigate this, because they always had the unknown card to factor in. They were like the underdog stepping into that turn, right? So I definitely understand their approach a little bit more than I understand what happened here on our bottom side. But at the same time, you know, at this point, what's done is done, and we have to see how we try to rebuild from here. That banish, however, that we have access for, well, let's see how it pans out. We do have a search, which is threatening to add a negate, I suppose. And now the bounce comes out. Yeah, that's that is certainly a big play here. How come Ohimi is here every time? He's not here every time. Last time I had Sao here. And we were close to having both of them here today.
Melis in the mirror, which doesn't actually do anything because our Cryptor can't be negated, because I said so.
That is also very true. I think very amusing interaction, or amusing in a way, quote unquote. An interesting interaction that kind of adds maybe a little bit more value to a card, which was trying to sneak its way into relevance, and I think completely just, you know, failed to do that. But Metaltronus, being able to summon a negated Hearts Cryptor is still pretty good, because you can still vanish with it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it happened to me. I was like, how can he do that? And it's like, oh yeah, right. It can't be negated. Also, yeah, this is... I mean, it's really hard to play into these two. Plus the banish from the trap card, you just don't have the resources anymore.
Yeah, I think his setup turn was just kind of screwed. Like, Vic could have went at least like +2 or 3 on his turn, and then on Sui's turn.
I still think it's the fact that Appaloosa was not protected properly there. I think he could have taken advantage of the fact that his Appaloosa was not stolen, and then he could have tried to protect it. But I mean, no point in crying over spilt milk, etc. I think we move on from this, and hopefully the matches play out better following for the players. Let's see if any of the other matches are still ongoing. Looks like they might be over. I will also try to peek at the match channel.
It is over.
And looks like we have round 2. Okay, it says 1-1. Oh, I didn't message. I didn't notice that I was supposed to message them when I was ready. I was live a little bit earlier.
Oops.
My bad. My apologies.
They saw that you're ready. It's fine.
Yeah. Currently, I see a scoreline of 1-1. I'm not quite sure.
That's probably without the Victor Lee match, right?
You're probably right. Yeah.
Surely.
Okay, so we have B&E at 2. Oh wait, it's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. That would make sense. Hello, boy. Malice on Malice Violence. Well, we do see quite a lot of that these days. Also,
when you break the Malice board with just talents and like 4 engine cards, then surely something went wrong, right? Not just the board, but the follow-up as well.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to happen. Ay. I don't know. Do they have like time to pep talk each other now? Can we watch some
I
replays,
feel like usually these matches or these rounds advance relatively quickly, so I think this is probably more like, you know, the better luck next time, pal, you know, shit happens.
That makes sense.
But sometimes I guess they can take a little bit longer, so we'll see how it plays out. That being said, I think we can grab a match that has 2 players that we have not seen at all, right? We have not seen Alsan or Gimlet, so I think
let's go.
Yeah, I think we'll try to go for that. Because all the other 2 matches are corrupted with Malice decks, you know? So that's my reasoning. I hope that
we're trying to dodge the Malice to the best of our abilities.
Of course, the funniest scenario here would be that we happen to run into a Ryzium mirror match, which hopefully does not come to pass, but it could happen.
I remember I learned Memento from like a Gimlet guide on Twitter.
Respectable. So
surely he's on Memento, right? Cope.
Maybe. Hello, Nas.
Hi, it really is Nas, huh? Crazy.
It's true. It says so right on the name.
Got my ice cream ready. Ryzumero was in round 1. Perfect.
What kind of ice cream though? That's the question. Okay, they had a Ryzumero match. Holy cannoli.
So we are blessed. Perfect.
Well, that also means that we are... Well, actually, I guess... No, yeah, that means we have to have a Ryziel in this match, unfortunately. Victor Lee's matches always start right away.
Yeah, Vic is, Vic is going hard. Hard and fast and strong.
Good morning.
On Memento. I wish, man, I wish.
Yeah, we're about to find out. There's a 50-50.
Like, he's playing good decks, so he's probably on Ryziel. Oh, going first.
Alright, we have a Gimlet starting off, and it is Memento! Your wishes have been fulfilled. Maybe we get a non-Memento on Asen as well. Actually, I
you
don't
go.
remember. Were they allowed to switch decks between, like, in the same set? Or...
I would hope so.
Yeah, same.
'Cause
Okay,
that wouldn't be World's rules otherwise, right? That would be kind of sus.
yeah.
Yeah, Ash on horse makes sense.
Yep.
Like,
That is usually the best spot to ash. Well, safest one, right? Like, if you had full information of your opponent's hand, then maybe ashing something else could make more sense, but...
what I learned from Schniffes actually was that you ash either the horse or the twin dragon, depending on what they do first.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair interpretation here. They can, yes. Okay, good. All right, we get the goblin, which
Goblin.
there's like a
Goblin.
couple approaches from this specific situation, right? Where you have access to Anguish, you do have more than one decision with the double mill, because you do have the ability to bring back everybody's favorite key mace from the graveyard. So let's see which route gets taken. What do you think is gonna... Are we gonna see the Gaddick line, or are we gonna see the key mace line here?
I guess the key mace is better here.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends, because I feel like Gaddick at least guarantees, well, maybe not guarantees, but it increases your odds of getting a extra body, right? In case there is another disruption. Whereas Keymace is probably stronger if it goes through. Yeah. Also fair, yeah, obviously there is, you know, the hand always does offer the real answer for decision making. And we are going for the Keymace play. Let's see how that goes for us.
I knew you were the chosen one.
Yeah, personally, I'm also more biased towards going for Mace when you can when I played this deck, but I also haven't played it in a while, so I don't know if that's the reasoning that you I choose to go for.
Same, but I couldn't really tell you the reasoning other than the Gimlet combos always went through Mace first if possible.
You have an intimate knowledge of Gimlet's mind here, clearly having read the decision right away. Alright, Memento Infusion, of course, able to use the graveyard as material as cards have been popped. We also have the very nice setup for Darkblade in the graveyard for potentially floating into it later down the line just to fill up the graveyard, so that's looking really nice for us, assuming that no significant disruption follows, right? I think this is looking like basically the dream scenario for a Memento player.
I think if I remember correctly, Pack had like a nice combo line where he went through the sheep first, like where he probably would have Gaddick sheeped and then done something with the sheep, but like again, I can't tell you the reasoning other than one guy does it like this and the other like that.
I mean, I think Gaddick and sheep is usually off of Tatsuno Toshigo, right? Whereas here we like had at least 3 super viable lines where we could have gone sheep Gaddick, we could have gone Gaddick fusion, we could have gone key mace and another card, which is what we ended up going for. But yeah.
Yo, there he is.
He's so sleepy. I love this localization, but they cooked with it. They actually did so well with it.
Memento is such a cool deck for sure. It's like the difference between like a dude that plays Memento and a dude that plays Memento well is like, you know, how much to be fair, out of each of the bodies, right?
I think that's true for a lot of decks, though. As long as the deck is not bad and like really, really basic, you probably do see a relatively high difference.
The difference is, I feel like with Malice, it's easy to see, like in the last game we watched, like, oh, Victor Lee didn't draw one with the binder on his turn. That probably would have been a good idea to do. And here it's like, oh, do I do Sleepy first? Do I do Keymace first? Heck do I know, man.
I mean,
surely there's like reasoning, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I guess like sometimes it might be just also preference, especially when you have multiple viable options. But yeah, I feel you. All right, obviously we got the double search. We also got to do the quote-unquote dream scenario, which is using Gaddick as fusion material off of a monster effect so that it comes back, right? Get the recycle, get the float, which I assume is going to be Dark Blade, so that we can get an extra body here as well. Thoughts on the Trihorned? What do you think about that guy? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Oh,
I like him as an extender. Oh my Jesus.
Well, I did not expect we're gonna go this ham, but
Gimlet was the OG dude who played a Floodgate in this deck, but you know, at least back in the day it was the Abelza. What does Mjolnir hold up?
Mjolnir is a card that blocks the player whose side the card gets summoned to. So if it's special summoned during your opponent's turn, target one artifact monster and get special summon it in defense. Also, you can't special summon monsters until the end of the next turn except artifacts. So if you stream Master Duel at any capacity and you see Darkwing Duck in your chat, then you probably have seen this card summoned to the opponent's side of the field on turn 1 at least 101 times. Because he is a very big fan of that. You use Konkari, the queen of whatever, rank 5, to summon it to your opponent's side of the field, which I assume is...
Oh, Lord.
We are kind of set up to do that. Yeah, that's... you know, very unpleasant to be on the receiving end of that. Using Azalea to put that thing into the graveyard here.
That's hilarious. I gotta steal that. Oh my Jesus. Wait, what is this called? Imperial Princess Queen Query.
Yeah.
I confused it with the Outergeist card.
Yeah, I just called it Conqueror, but like, yeah, it's something Queen.
I appreciated that you went with the flow.
Yeah, I just tried to like remember vaguely. Well, this is unfortunately, I don't think it really matters what you play unless you're on Labyrinth or something. This is probably not gonna go very well for
Memento. Really can just perform Cold Fusion, huh? Like, name any Floodgate in the game, Memento can probably summon it.
I still stand by my opinion. We would probably be better off if they just deleted all the artifact cards. Like, heck it, man. Like, any artifact card that sees play, it shouldn't be there.
They're always kind of cringe. No, you got a point.
Like, the only ethical artifact that has seen any play is because of Duel Links, and it's Vajrayana. It's like, okay, like a very goofy hand trap for, like, battle protection. Okay, nice. Everything else, like, get that shit out of here. I don't want to see it.
Like, I don't know, continuous lingering effects, they do be kind of cringe, don't they?
That is also true, yeah. Lock and Conquer.
Okay, Asan, what you gonna do? Are you gonna show them your artifact deck that you had in the back all the time?
That would make my day, I will say. Maybe even my entire year. If we saw an artifact deck. Now the question, what do artifacts even do? Can you tell me what the Xyz monster does? I think it's like you can. It's like related to hand rip, right? You can detach material.
It's
yeah. There's like a cheese for this as well. Yeah, you can like cheese your opponent's hand. Okay, well, this might be a mirror match, unless we see a based pure Goblin Biker deck, which, like, okay, this actually pisses me off now, because one, we're not gonna get to know what deck this is fully, and two, well, honestly, that's like the main thing, right? We're just not gonna know whether it's Goblin Bikers or if it's a Memento Goblin Biker deck, which, okay, well, thank you, Asan, thank you for letting us know. Now we know.
Damn, we're spectating all the mirrors, huh? Savage in the chat asks, do you think Lancia should be removed from the game too? I mean...
Kinda. Look into your heart. Would you say that it deserves to exist? I don't think that a card like that really needs
if the argument is it keeps Malice in check, then, like, ban the crap out of Malice, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think the arguments of, like, we need to keep freaking... I don't know, like, turbo plague around so that some criminals can die sometimes. Like, I don't think that's like the best reasoning, you know? Maybe we cure turbo plague, but also like we do something about criminals or something. Okay, maybe not like the easiest answer because it sounds like I'm calling Malice players criminals, which I find that
they
you might
kinda are,
agree
yeah.
with this denomination, maybe not, but
Yeah, they kinda are.
but yeah. Droll is bigger threat. Okay,
Nah,
but
Droll is
who?
also cringe.
But who is saying that we are in a world where the Droll should be around as well? You know, this is always like one of those things where it's not a competition. You know, you have Turbo Plague and you have Normal Plague. Who says I
Personally-
only want to get rid of one of them?
Personally, I'm in the team that like I would keep Droll, but only because it's the funniest Max C out. I would like kill all the other Max C outs, like goodbye Ash,
Then you would
goodbye Koch.
unlimit Maxi.
For sure, man. If you wanna embrace Max C, then you know why do this
No.
this wussy shit that you're doing right now, Konami. Like if you wanted to keep the combo decks in check, then do it for real.
I was gonna say all we see Perulia here,
Yo.
but like that's. I mean, this is.
That's totally gonna do it, bro.
Honestly,
trust.
I don't know if that's even worth it, right? Like, if you didn't reveal that you had Perulia in your deck beforehand, I feel like this is just unnecessarily revealing a card that you run. Then again, I mean, it's not like people are gonna be like, I'm going to play around Perulia, and it's not like you can, because Perulia is one of those cards that you absolutely do shotgun, I think, because, you know, you want to guarantee that at least 1-for-1 trade with it, or, well, maybe not guarantee, but, like, increase your odds of getting that 1-for-1 trade. I'm of the camp, if I can deny my opponent one draw. If I'm playing ranked, my opponent Perulia's me, and I can put up a okay-ish board without giving them the one draw. Like I'm maybe losing one small interaction. I'm doing it every time, man. I'm denying them that draw. No draw for you.
You know what I found very funny that like in the public mind, apparently Joel went from a card that's like, oh, it's only good in degen formats anyway, so we can keep it. No, like, there's not just one deck that does a Brazilian searches. Apparently every deck does it. So now Droll is... Now it's Droll's... Droll is the problem, apparently.
Yeah.
Not that every deck wants to search like 15 times. Very interesting how that changes.
So far, I saw a 2-3 for KoH versus BNE. I don't know. I assume there's going to be potentially an update. And do we jump in from the beginning or from now? What do you think for this match?
Whatever you want.
Okay, maybe we do from now because it has been pretty.
Let's try from now. Maybe it's gonna be fun.
Waiting to see if we have an update. I mean, it showed that they had Knights of Hell had a scoreline of 2, so I assume that they.
Truck and Blue Eyes versus Brandon. Avuga.
Oh wow! Wait, wait. Maybe we needed to be watching this match. Holy cannoli! I heard you say it and it didn't register in my mind. Seeing this is seeing is believing, as they say.
What are you doing, man?
Some people snuck into the tournament, I guess.
Yo, last card in hand. No.
Let's see, what do we have in the graveyard? We do not have a Lubellion in the graveyard, so I don't believe we have a way of setting anything up. We are still locked by the Brand of Fusion, so we're not going to be seeing any Tiffawning. And this is looking like a classic Blue Eyes game state, right? I will go as far and say this looks like a 3-3 scoreline here. Because currently I believe it was 2-3, and I mean this looks like oh wait, no, never mind, that's 4-2. Never mind, I messed it
we're
up.
not keeping it exciting then. KoH has to like clap back hard on the final round.
I'm giving them the point preemptively here. I know it's.
You don't understand. Albion is totally gonna win this. Don't you see?
Yeah, I mean, this is also just highly unfortunate because Blue Eyes does have an inherent answer. Well, okay, maybe not like a full answer, but It has some amount of answers for specifically
For the main phase
for
3.
main phase 3. Exactly. That's exactly the word that I was gonna go for too. Yeah, the fact that they can deny that extra searching and recursion, etc., that happens is just so massive. So
Yo, is
if
he gonna
you
show
don't
us
get
the
to set up too
funny
much.
ancient fairy that attacks and defense? No, it's just Crimson Dragon. Horrible.
I was gonna say, are we gonna see Trishula summoned out? A card that I swore by
Trishula
during my...
TTV?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yo!
Let's go. That's him.
He's cooking. Oh
Okay, but
no.
like high key, before we got Primite, and this was more of a synchro combo deck, right? I would say that this card, in my opinion, while not mandatory, it was one of the higher priority cards to play. I think it was really good. People did not expect it. It had so much value. It was ultra gig. Also, I always forget to do this whenever I played this deck. I would never get the animation, but we see like that. I think that indicates that they're probably a dedicated Blue Eyes player, right?
Yeah,
like that's
if you know your Blue Eyes, you go for this every time.
That
so
is
clearly Suineng knows what's up.
But that's their second deck as well, right? That's crazy.
Oh my god.
And we also got that was Feanor is Leo, right? Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings references question mark. All right. We have a branded Oscar Matt, welcome in.
Yo.
Less than 18 minutes left on the timer. I will send you my very epic update. I will delete the previous one. I'm posting you one. So you have the...
Let's go. I will open it on my phone momentarily.
Wait, where do I... Oh, there we go. This... I don't know how like visibly legible it is, but it's you know, it's Discord, so I guess I could send the screenshot instead as well. But it's also just a notepad, so it's not like... I just realized that like keeping track of the decks is a little bit easier that way, you know. Is it Fireball? Yes.
Memento Malice.
Okay, but I'm a little bit angry because Suri is like making us go for a coin flip here of like whether we get like a Malice game or a Blue Eyes game, you know. Oh wait, no, that was... Oh yeah, okay, it was correct.
And Victor Lee is always so fast, how come?
Yeah, do we want to go for the likely Malice versus Memento game, or do we want to go for something else?
I mean, we want to see what Mong Sha Hung is playing. Surely.
Okay, alright, so it's Leo versus Mong. So that is the bottom game, yes. Let's get into it. Deck 1. I am opening my notepad in anticipation. Okay. Looks like Leo has selected going first. And as I mentioned, like the one card that you are kind of is built for shotgunning, right? Though I guess like if you were in a White Forest meta, right? Like you could hold, but then again, would you hold? But if you hold, right, they search for the trap card on the level 4 normal summon if they start with that. So I don't know, man. Ooh, that is... Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a matchup where... Then again, like, I guess most of the matchups, or both of the super relevant matchups... Okay, we are winning.
He's cooking. That one's on the right, so he just drew that off of the Perulia. That's hilarious. Truly, that's how that works, right?
Yep, that always is the case.
Thank you.
Alright, enjoy your one summon from the deck that doesn't give your opponent a draw. What were our mills? We got a Graveyard Shuffle, so not completely horrible. I guess this is still the same chain, so we are not searching just yet, but we'll see Star Rise activate, and then we get to see the search off of Scream. What do you think they're gonna add, huh?
Obviously, it's the Suliak, right?
Well, I feel like I was gonna say if you add not Suliak, that implies that you have Suliak in hand, right?
Hmm.
Which would be kind of unfortunate, having 2 trap cards out of your 6 hand cards. Well, actually, I say 6 as if this is guaranteed that we're gonna go into a next season pass here, which, you know, it's not guaranteed, but we'll see whether it happens.
I mean, maybe like outing Baguska is not trivial for tier. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe, we're
it
trying
kind
to
of
go for
depends,
something
right?
like
It
that.
depends on whether
Yeah.
you have Fiendsmith Engine in the deck, because
Yeah,
if
no,
you do,
you're right.
well, then
I mean, you
it
should have
becomes-
Fiendsmith, because what else are you doing with your life otherwise? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That being said, though, bringing it up, I guess like you could go, if you have plugin, you could just bring the Guska back after. But I guess like Fiendsmith inherently is bound to set up outs for it, so it's probably not really worth it. So let's see how far we end up playing into this. I mean, you do need to probably get another some, unless we're just stacking like a really fat.
He's gonna play so hard into it that he's gonna shuffle back, trust.
That might be a little bit complicated to accomplish, especially with the field spell and the set trap card here, but I am ready. I'm ready to be proven wrong. In the meantime, in case anything happens, feel free to shout. I will try and look up, just out of curiosity, whether I can
Enjoy.
find the world's tier deck list on mdma.com. Because we saw 40 card tier limits. I don't remember if they ended up seeing... Oh, I guess they don't have like the deck list posted. Okay, never mind. Useless.
Horrible.
I don't remember if we saw them
Okay.
on Fiendsmith, right? Because they were all 40 card lists. I assume you have space for it, right? But I just don't know for a fact whether that was the case or not. Denying
I mean,
potentially the material in the graveyard.
the only reason you wouldn't be playing Fiendsmith is like one of your friends already
Yeah.
having it and you being on like the
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
Lightsworn FTK. Ooh,
True. Yeah.
people have played that
I mean,
in the World Scrims.
it also saw a consistent rating play like for like a year straight.
So,
Top 10 rated
what's the
park every
coolest
time.
FTK in your opinion? Gimmick Puppet, Arcana Force, or Lightsworn Tier?
It's tough question.
Special shoutouts to Gem Knights for coming back for no reason.
All right. Do we have the targeting protection set up? Also get to keep magic. This, you know, I opened MDMA.
Boba, not like this.
Bobbert. All right, we have the classic 9-card hand. We should be back as well, I assume.
Let's go. Yeah, you're back. He took the challenge. Kinda.
Yeah, but this is a nice like close your eyes, open your eyes back again, and you see what the end board is. And you're looking at, to be honest though, like this is pretty formidable, right? Like the Guska, the 4 sets, that is kind of scary. Like, I will say, we are so back, true. We are so back. We are Sebek, the crocodile.
Oh no, there's the card destruction.
Ooh, yeah, definitely interesting to see what cards you choose to allocate into a smaller tournament build, right? Because there are so many powerful cards that you can choose to run. And it really comes down to like what you end up valuing more here. And we mill 3, we hit a snow. Definitely not a bad mill. That being said, I'm not quite sure what is our ideal scenario even here. Like, what would we even end up milling?
The black goat laughs. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that maybe. All right, we search for a crime.
When I played the tier, I also really wanted to put in the card destruction because, you know, it's funny, right? But I was just, I didn't know where I would find the space for it. There is only good cards in the deck, and like, I guess some trash that you want to play, but
yeah, for the most part, like that is definitely always a factor. Royal Moon of the Closed Heaven. It's always like interesting to see how people who are good at tournament build their deck lists, because you do have to include some cards that aren't good to mill, right? But then the question is like what the ratios are and which ones do you value enough to like include. It's a little bit less interesting with 60 card lists, I find, because you know you feel like you have more leeway, even though I don't know if that's even necessarily true, but like it definitely feels that way. But with 40 card lists, they do have to be fairly tight to like consistently perform.
Hassan misclick and he had game. For real? Ah, different game. God damn.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I guess I missed it in this one. that would have been.
I mean, it's really funny though that the screen basically turns off the Star Leech part of the board. That's like. Now that I see what transpired here, I feel like, you know. Were we really supposed to go for Star Leech?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But that being said, though, we are threatening with SP Lil Knight, but also that being said, the cross. So let's see what happens. Okay, we are threatening the back row leftmost card, which, if I remember correctly, about 50 years ago, right? That is where the plasma hole was found. That is the excavation site.
God damn, mate.
Yeah, there's some cool artworks. Have you looked at plugin close up? It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's, if you don't look at it from close up, but from further away, it's like mage power at home. Okay, he's engraving.
Me when I'm engraving. Me when I'm in the grave.
Damn, we have space for 2 tracts? Ain't no way, dog.
Crazy business. But as you said, the Fiendsmiths are included, which, I mean, you know, rightfully so. Makes sense. It's very strong. It also opens up a lot of plays. And also, admittedly, I suppose, not that many decks right now that are utilizing Fiendsmith, unless you're based and you play Fable. Man, it would have been so cool to see Fable. If you go first and you don't get shut out from playing and you don't break, it's really good, I swear. You can like yoink and negate like 4 or 5 times in your opponent's turn. Sometimes I end up with like 4 Ryziel monsters on my end board playing Fable.
If you play Jurak and you go first and don't get interrupted, you like have 3 board wipes or something.
But that's so much worse. As someone who played Jurak, I don't think that those are like
Those
the
are
deck
the best,
has like
trust.
really awkward anti-synergies because similar to Ashend, it doesn't really benefit from the stuff being blown up. It has like at least a little bit of built-up follow-up in that blow-up, but it's not a deck that wants to lose their own cards. Which, you know, it sucks. Like, if you have the trap card, if you get the trap card, you get less value out of your other stuff as well. It's just like, I don't know. Okay, but like, let's stop talking about irrelevant decks here, I guess, because things are happening.
This is very relevant, trust, bro.
I'm just trying to think, how do you get out from this situation anymore? Like, I guess there's no guaranteed, interaction or like removal for a link that you would summon, which, you know, you can bring out Mr. Big Man and then revive something, but then that gets switched into defense, so it's like not good enough. Oh, and we have Call by the Grave, which, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, I am wondering if like did the Plasma Hole really annoy you that much more than the Baguska?
Yeah, I like, realistically, we can't guarantee that that we remove it with the SP, right? Because there's always the Rizzo Cross. But it's just, I don't know. It feels weird. I guess maybe they just saw a world where they try to get rid of Gooska, it gets negated, and then their next logical step is to try to climb into sequence, and then the sequence gets popped, right? Something like that, I could imagine. It is, you know, no matter what, this is a very difficult position to climb out of. I'm just, from a relatively uninformed position, as in, like, I don't see their extra decks here, which I shouldn't be able to anyways, but I don't really see a way for them to push through this Gooska. Like, maybe the Baguska really was the be-all end-all here.
Maybe the real Baguska was the friends we made along the way.
Maybe. What happened to Hassan? We did not see the match yet. Maybe we'll catch it, maybe not.
I guess we're supposed to look at it because he misclicked and he had game.
Yeah, okay, alright. I keep forgetting that this card exists, to be fair. Yeah, that answers my question, how we can try to push through. That is a way to try to push through. That being said, yeah, you can use the pop effect on your own turn as well, so... Raigeki break on legs?
Yo, this shit crazy.
Can't believe they printed that. Also, I mean, to be fair, yeah, you can also just threaten with the battle. Imagine if you could use the effect during the battle phase as well, though. Ooh. That would be spicy.
Imagine if he just gets outed now. Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, it's a little bit harder to keep track of this. One, I'm not sure how much time is left in the round overall, but I'm also not entirely sure about the overall leftover time here for Lung at all. Like, that seems like their timer might be kind of low, because this turn has been going for a while, you know?
But he's still cooking. No, the middle whiffed. Not like this.
Checking the timer screen just in case as well at the same time.
Ooh la la.
These are the last 13 seconds as I open it up.
Ah, well. I hope you're playing an arbitrary way to gain life points, my friend. Yo.
Alright, here comes your man.
He's plugging the Baguska in.
Highest life points at the end of turn 4 wins both games. Oh boy. Come back to me, Mr. Baguska.
Surely B&E just won round 1, right? Because Asa misclick and he had game. But I don't actually know yet. Okay, discard. Destroy one card on the field. Yup. Avuga.
Okay, apparently... Do you want the spoiler or do you not want the spoiler?
Give me the spoiler.
Alright, so the scoreline that I see is already 5-2. So at this point, it's a battle for
Honor.
For honor, I guess, yeah.
Because, like, what are you gonna buy with a better RD if you...
Yeah, I feel like for
lose the
playoffs,
war?
I don't think it even matters, right? But it does make sense to play it through. I guess, like, you can maybe discern some more techs over time, for example, get a better idea of the opponent's deck lists, etc. But yeah, we are in time. This is turn 3. I don't believe there's any ways to gain life points for both of these decks inherently, right? That's not something that really happens.
If we could, you know, fuse somehow.
Oh, we could burn, yeah, like
creamer,
burning is a thing.
The Burning Man. But we're not burning anybody, man.
Yeah. I mean, it says at the end of turn 4, from a message by Hawkeye, so... So technically there is still a possibility for that. We didn't know that crime was added. It feels like ages ago when that happened, but it was searched. We are now able to target the last face down.
Good times.
I remember when that card was searched. I was so young back then.
I was still underage.
Now I saw my great-great-grandson graduate from university.
The third time.
He has a doctorate now. Alright, well, you better have one of them newfangled one-card starters.
You better be able to, like, normal summon something that punches 400.
Well, I mean, I don't think that really works, though, right? Like, because if it's end of turn 4, then...
yeah, end of turn 4, you're
that's,
right.
You better be winning the game this turn, is what I was saying. Off of that one card, yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't see it.
Yeah, nice, that looks like a win here.
Yeah, I guess...
Another one for B&E though. Wait. Misclick, but not a win. Wait, they're still in the game though. Okay, I don't think we get to see the misclick. But well, okay, I guess like at least they don't have to feel as bad about it, right? If they misclicked lethal, but it wouldn't have been a win anyways. I guess that's a bit better. Hello?
I see what's going on here roughly.
Do you? It's turn 6 or turn 5. Like, what do you mean? What is happening? Where do all your cards go?
In the banish, surely.
Wait, this is turn 5, and we do see life points. I feel like this one probably
maybe it's like the fourth turn from when time is called or whatever,
yeah. Okay, so very commanding victory here for B&E, winning 7-2 for that first set. I will already award them with a rat for their first point.
Let's go.
They have obtained a rat.
No.
One more rat.
Don't pay too much or you lose the duel. Don't you remember in the second episode when Yugi paid too much and lost the duel? Oh, fair enough.
Alright, well, we are moving into the second set. Let me update the image here. I mean, all in all, I feel like we had some interesting games here, right? not
sure, for
only
sure.
just like from how they played out, but also the decks that were brought. We got to see some games that weren't just Raziel and Malice, and also
Yeah, there
not
were
just
some-
Raziel, Malice, and Memento, which are like I would still argue, you know, like the top 3 most expected decks.
And like there were cool texts from the Memento, you know. I was really happy that I got to see them. Time for me to start
I love
playing
how
Memento
you're.
again.
I will summarize this in language for people who didn't get to see maybe the match. I really love to see the FDK floodgate. Okay, all right. I don't know how I feel about that one, but
I forgot about that one because that's the only way that I can play Memento. Like, I'm not good at getting the most out of everybody, but I am very good at, you know, summoning the floodgate. I'm an expert in that. I played Flunder for years.
all right. I do have more info for the decks now. I know the second deck for Mon. Okay. Let's see what else. What else do we see? We saw like this one. This was Raziel. That's. I mean, I guess you could infer that from the fact that it was mentioned that there was a Raziel mirror match. So obviously Leon is on Raziel, and also Gimlet had Raziel as a deck. And that's where it brings up. Just I'm like trying to even it out so you can see it a little bit better. Okay.
You're doing great. Don't worry.
In the meantime, I mean, I can put the mystical game while I'm doing this, so you have something to look at, right?
Let's go.
In-room replays. That was this one, right?
The final
that,
countdown. Yep.
That one.
Apparently you had lethal, so you know, I want to see that.
Okay, I assume.
Or not lethal, but a game.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's a second deck for us on.
Okay, Lancia going kind of hard.
Oh wait, yeah, we do
Yep.
know the second one. The second one for him is also Snake Eyes.
No Fua answer, but surely we just take those. Yup, the tracts.
I might want to speed it up
Refused.
actually because this is a long game and I don't know if the round is going to start.
Okay, there's the boss. There's the SP. Ash. Search Jets, obviously. Okay, we put the SP down. Okay. What? Yo, he's shuffling back with the Fuva. That's crazy.
Oh wow, that's that
like,
was a bingo mission.
I am not sure what the misclick exactly was because things definitely happened here. TBH, honest with you. But there was so many of them, like so sudden. Oh wait, does he click no on the Lacrimer?
No shot. I suppose that would explain.
No, there's nothing left in the grave for the Lacrimer, right? It's all gone. Ah wait. Huh?
For some seeing full shuffle, I mean it does happen sometimes, yeah.
This is doable, right? Okay. No, never mind. The Schmeier wall.
Oh, they can begin. I think.
Oh, nice.
I assume that we are. Oh no, never mind. Wait. No. Oh, okay, it took a bit. All right. I think Leon versus Gimlet. We can.
Let's go.
I mean, it's on the board, right? We might as well.
My body is so ready.
Yeah, I updated the deck list on. I think we know 5 out of 6 and 6 out of 6. So. We do have a pretty high likelihood. Oh, yes! Okay, Gimlet going in with the Memento.
Gimlet doing the thing? No way, bro.
Yeah, not opting for the Ryzeal mirror match. Now the question is Leon gonna bring Branded or Ryzeal? How would you rate the Branded versus Memento matchup?
The Branded versus Memento. God damn, man.
Yeah, it feels like now it's super common. But I'm like trying to think. Are there advantages towards going first in this matchup for Memento that are significant, and are there any advantages that Branded necessarily puts up? I mean, I guess like hypothetically, banishing combined creation is probably not bad, right? Like obviously it can be recycled, but
last time I was here with you, like the Branded randomly seemed very good into Ryzeal, so maybe his plan was to like, oh, if he picks Ryzeal, then my Branded has like some game versus it.
Yeah, I feel like there is a likelihood that both of their decks are meant to be okay into Ryzeal, I guess.
Hilarious.
So it would be funny if they if they match those. But yeah, I mean, so far no interruption here, right? Pretty straightforward access towards the mace on the board.
That doesn't spark joy if you're a KoH fan.
Oh, but there was, however, a brief moment of activation chances here. I will admit I haven't been counting total summons. I don't believe it has been 5 though, so
normal, special. It might be 5. Oh god.
Yeah, okay, so we see the prompt again. Okay, I mean, I guess we can check with this, right? We had the
Goblin, Gatic, Sleepy, a Dark Blade, and 5th summon.
Okay, well, Creation King hits the board. We're gonna try to dump 3. This is potentially
free.
Potentially an effect that people don't like seeing a result, but I mean, looks like it's resolving already. Yep.
Language. Yep. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you have more or less everything, right? It's nice to have access to language in the grave. Also, it looks like we haven't procced it at all, right? So being able to search off of it is always nice, but just having it in the graveyard as a potential target for revive to grab mace is convenient. I do feel like, you know,
didn't go through horse yet, right? That's also something you can still do.
I do feel like there, you know, you probably don't want to go through horse here because that thing is there for rank 5ing, right? So
good point.
I think it's important to note that, you know, there is a very real game-ending aspect to this setup here, which
Gimlet is having ulterior motives here. He doesn't actually want to cycle as hard through the mementos as he can. Yeah. He just wants to summon the rank 5.
Alright, we go for the poppity pop to revive the Giatic. Popping Akihiron. I mean, maybe we don't see it. Do we have the resources to do that? Is what I'm thinking of. Because before we commit to anything else, we would probably want to have set up for the horse and something else. I think at this point it might be out, right?
No, we still have party, right? So
yeah, I guess that's yeah.
I was thinking that like maybe he's trying a different line because his opponent is being like, oh, I have Nib, haha.
Okay, well he does have Nib. Haha. Here we go. All right. To be honest, floodgating branded by summoning a monster to their field is fair game.
For real.
Well, that is definitely...
Actually, a very valid point. They deserve to suffer.
I mean, it is certainly a poetic irony. I will give you that. Alright, tribute them off. It will be significantly harder to produce 2 level 5s on the board at this point. And by significantly harder, I mean I don't think that that's possible anymore.
Oh.
We still do get free bodies.
I mean, yeah, there's Bone Party, but I don't know where the second level 5 is supposed to come from now, because we went through like all the revives kinda.
Yeah, I believe there is no more ability. We used the field spell, we used the Twin Dragon.
This is where the Monster Reborn hits like crack.
Okay, but like, why not, right? You just gotta believe.
Not
honestly,
the worst
though,
card I would have ever played in this deck.
During Snake Eye format, Monster Born was like legitimately a pretty good card. Being able to Monster Born your opponent's Promethean Princess, you get a free body, you take away an interaction. It was pretty clean.
Hey, yo, Dome.
Alright.
Okay, Anguish.
Pop Anguish from hand, putting in the graveyard, of course, completely fine with us. That being said, that is the second one. They're just hanging out there. Summon out an Akihiron. From Akihiron, it's all business.
Fair enough, yeah.
Is that going to be... Okay, that is an SP. IP was just 2 monsters, right? It can use the non-effects.
IP is 2 non-links, so I think you should be able to use a token on that as well.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether it was worth it, but I mean, I guess it depends a little bit on the extra deck, etc. We'll see how it goes. I mean, having 2 big bungus monsters as well probably makes it very unlikely that you die here.
Maybe what used to be the IP slot is now the Quinquery slot.
Yeah, there is also, you know, the fact that we do eat up 2 extra deck spots for our FDK. There might be some other things that we're not considering. And it looks like we do end up bringing the Ryzeal here.
It really is X-Ryzeal, huh?
That's him. In all his glory. Something to note here, however, is...
Didn't search, huh?
Yeah, we did not activate the EXE's effect to search here, interestingly enough.
Maybe that was the true misclick that had game, I don't know.
That hadn't happened yet, though. That was like a looking into the future type of moment. I'm trying to imagine a scenario where you would want to not click yes on it in Ryzeal, and I am really drawing a blank.
What was the seer in the ancient Greece kind of called, who like saw the future but nobody believed her? Was that Cassandra or something? We have a Cassandra moment going on here from the chat. Not the misclick from the future.
maybe you're right. Yeah, that was Cassandra. I had to Google to make sure.
Let's go. Yo, that's the best feeling Ash against this deck. That's
Yeah, that is what you hold Ash for, in my opinion, most of the time. But Call by the Grave saying could have held it because it didn't matter.
The
I
illusion
had the
of
Call
choice,
by.
man. I hate it.
Right? Do we see a crossout designator? No, we do not see a crossout designator here.
Where's the Lancia, Gimlet? Come on, man.
Yeah, I am still, however, quite perplexed about the lack of that EXD activation. I just can't seem to get over that.
Yep.
I just don't see a scenario where that would be beneficial. Like, sometimes when you play Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like, there are cases where you have access to an effect later down the line, so you, like, don't use it early on and then you proc it later when you have protection or something, or when you can force out your opponent's interaction that you are more aware of. But I just don't see how you
can't activate with Nip on field.
Oh, can it not? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, maybe it's the thing on the board. Yeah, no other face-up cards. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah,
horrible.
That's what it is.
You're right, my bad.
Yeah, card's so bad. What the heck? I looked at it as like I that's why I had it highlighted. Like maybe you would notice a thing that I didn't notice, but it was at the bottom.
I didn't notice, man. Right. I don't play this deck. I only play normal Dormos. Yup.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't think I played Nibiru when I played Ryzeal, admittedly.
What deck have you played in Duel Links when not the very recent box came out, but like the crazy one before that?
I mean, I played Chimera for the 2 months before. Then the last box I obviously played my guys, the generators.
No, what the?
Mutants I played in Master Duel for the last 2 streams.
Oh,
Malice Mutants. Admittedly, I've summoned Ultimus like 3 or 4 times, okay? And I've summoned the small guy way more, so... It's very funny.
I mean, right now I'm an Emancipator kind of guy in Duel Links, because it's, I don't know. I got lucky and I have 2 researchers now. Wait, what was the
I got generators in like 50 packs in Duel Links.
Damn, you're the goat.
Yeah, like I got 3 of each of SRs. I only have 1 of Leviathan, but like everything else I have a playset of. Which means I got like literally nothing else. I just got generator. That's it. Okay, yeah, we're talking about Duel Links, and I think it's, you know, for a good reason, because
you can probably see why.
Yeah, we can probably, honestly, barring like any really unfortunate out of game circumstances, this game, yeah, okay.
Bro, there's a YouTube thumbnail that I sent like to Schniffers way back in the day. That's literally like 0 cards in hand, 7 negates. Maybe if Feyenoord could have done that.
I mean, that's the I know the video. I think I might have shared it or something. I
didn't watch the video. I just know the thumbnail. That's like,
yeah,
incredibly stupid.
That was a win for BNE, I believe, right? I'm not like hallucinating that. Okay, actually, all the games ended. Okay, that's a 3-0 for them. Oh, that's okay, Knights of Hell. They gotta bust out the DL World Champ to help with the mental here. What the heck? Also, that, like, all things considered, that must have been a really quick round, right? Because this was turn 2. We saw like a, you know, admittedly a long turn 1. We saw a little bit of play on turn 2, but like the turn wasn't, well, okay, I guess it was effectively over. There were no cards left, but
take a breather, read a couple pages out of Victory Gaming.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Donald Duck, but yeah, that probably makes sense. I don't know why I thought of Donald Duck, but probably because you said take a breather, you know, and then like read. It's like, okay, you take a breather, everybody grabs their copy of Donald Duck and reads a page, and then you head back in.
That's what I do in my free time. Yup.
That's how I would run the team. That's all I'm saying. As the coach, everybody has to...
I need to check what are these things called in English? Lustiges Taschenbuch.
Yeah, probably just has like an...
LTB Young Comics. Oh.
What
the heck?
Oh, wow, it's like...
Donald Duck Adventures. Wait, is it just called
LTV
that?
just shortening the lustiges Taschenbuch. Okay. Taschenbuch.
LTB.
Okay, we have the Gimlet versus Asan matchup where Asan is on two like third decks. Do we want to go into that, or do we want to watch something else since we watched Gimlet just now? It's up to you, I guess.
I mean, we gotta watch Victor Lee step up now, right? For sure.
Okay, Victor Lee is versus Mong. Oh yeah, Mong is also on third decks. Yeah, that's perfect for us.
Yo.
Okay.
Then people in 2005 were already wondering what the LTB is called in English.
They knew.
Unfortunately. Yo,
Yeah,
there's
hello?
Jano,
Hello,
what
hello.
the heck?
Jano,
Oh
where?
my god. In the German comic forum from 2005.
Was he even born back then?
Surely.
He
was probably like
born
a
on the
year old or
forums.
something. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Registered since 2000. Jesus, man.
Holy cannoli, dude. But okay, but like those old forums are goated. They're so good.
I love him, man. I wasn't like an old forum back in the day because I needed my Pokemon mystery dungeon help solutions, whatever. Like Corp.
Was it Smogon or was it something else?
No, it was Bisa board, man.
Oh.
It was German.
I remember there was a video about Smogon's Dark Past or whatever. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that's a Monka one. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, I guess we watch Asan versus Gimlet because everybody else is taking their sweet time.
All right. I was down for the Victory Gaming match, but
I was too, but I mean,
especially because you haven't seen the second deck. You just know, well, I guess you know what the second deck is, but we know there's tier limit for Meng, but or Meng, but yeah, the second deck also could have been interesting. Well, we do see a consistent use of the memento here. And having the answer
Gamma
to the
one
maxi.
time. Bro, Asan, I'm sorry, you're so in danger.
This is it is looking very scary. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, so we catch up.
It's not fun to see you suffer, man. I swear, it just happens every time.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, it's not completely over. It's there was an activation prompt, so the sun is not. Don't write him off yet.
I have full trust.
Yeah, we have faith here. In the meantime, I have an update from the match room of 2 minutes to join table or a game loss will be issued at Victor Lee. And also at Sui, I believe. Which that's not the same table, I think. So that's like 2 players from like 1 from each team. Did I update the? Oh yeah, this is yeah. Set 2 of 3, 3-0 lead for B and E here. Victor B, oh my god, I would love B Troopers. It's hidden second deck, dude. I'm here for it. The endboard ceiling going first for B's not that bad, to be honest. Okay, well, we have Lancia.
That actually kind of does something. That's cool.
I mean, it does something. I don't know if it does enough in terms of when you have only 3 cards left in hand. But it definitely is not completely insignificant, right? We have the... You can't search off of Creation King, and you also can't search off of the Memento Infusion, which... like, those are... things that you do want to do if you are trying to.
You are just missing 2 searches, which you know.
Yeah. Also, holding off, admittedly, you know, not dropping the, not having to drop the Lancia earlier, etc. It does matter because you know otherwise we might have seen slightly different sense from the deck with Creation King. I mean, we definitely would have seen different sends, right? Because we would have set up the search or, well, recycle with our little guy, the Giatic. So definitely might have thrown a wrench here in Gimlet's plans. Also, you know, like, a thing that we didn't really talk about before, but while you obviously do get like an easier setup for the Mjolnir, if you happen to open it, if you can't set up the rank 5 stuff and you have Mjolnir in your hand, that's like, you know, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So that's also something we have to always consider. There is a constant chance to just open a hard -1 brick for Gimlet at any given point, which, you know, I guess we haven't brought up before because it hasn't really seemingly mattered, because it's just consistently been, I will make a board, be it with a Floodgate or without. Yeah, let's see how this works out. We do have access to El Goblino, which of course goes for the double send. And unless I'm mistaken, while looking at the messages, etc., for the rest of it, I don't believe we've seen Gaddock yet, so we should be able to set up some form of a... Oh, never mind, we have seen Gaddock. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, I'm blind. I haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Spinning our wheel. Oh, he has the... Oh.
Okay, Bone Party hitting the field. Also, Akihiron does not have to be popped from the field to get his effect. So we do have another recycle effect here. And we also have the Dark Blade. Okay, let's see what we end up making out of this one.
I mean, I don't think he can get to 2 5s now, right? So it's kind of...
Yeah, I don't think that's very realistic.
He's just spinning his wheels as far as possible, gets the key mace, gets the Creation King online, gets the search online for next turn, puts the key mace back in the deck, just... Yo, hold up, we're linking.
Okay, we are linking it to Cross Sheep. Yeah, so Oppo setups possible maybe as well. As an option.
It's just Apollo USA, huh? If you want it to be.
How do you feel about Apollo side? I don't remember if I've ever asked you this. At least in the last year. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but what are the words that come to your mind?
I feel like we've seen it for long enough, right?
Yeah,
like they've done a good job with not having, you know, link monsters, generic link monsters negating stuff, and then they made Appaloosa for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I think Appaloosa is such a great example of why link monsters are kind of whack, because, you know, you might have some decks that generate bodies, but at this point it feels like a lot of decks do that, and a lot of decks do this without necessarily locking you out of anything, or at least out of links. And it's just like, you know, I don't think that just having access to a bunch of free bodies means that you should have a bunch of monster negates for no reason.
Like they were so creative with, like, you know, other big link force, like Firewall Post Nerf is, you know, a cool dude. Abao, whatever her surname is a cool girl. Saryuya is very funny. And there we have Negate Woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Saryuja is, I mean, that's a terrorist card for sure. And we see, of course, I mean, there was like legitimately no option for Mung here to be on anything except a third deck, which is what I call every deck that isn't Malice or Rizio. So we have
Apo is just terrorizing harder, IMO.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Saryuja.
I don't know, that's kind of different, you know. So Saryuja, I feel like, is it's for like criminal activity, right? Appaloosa is just like,
yeah, but he's like the cool criminal, you know. He's like Dexter. He, you know, he punishes the wicked or whatever. Appaloosa just gets you when
Does
you
he
didn't do your
punish the wicked?
taxes.
I feel like he's the jonker, baby. He's like, he's there to freaking bring chaos. I don't think I don't think that he really necessarily.
But the Joker is
deserves.
still way more exciting than the tax cheat.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. That is true. That is entirely true. Fan access code. Okay, I know I deserve ridicule for this, but there have been points in time where I do think that access code was kind of like for its role in the game, it was kind of disgusting.
Generic finishers are kind of a mistake because, like, you know, now you can't balance. You can't really balance decks around, you know, being little guys, so they can't OTK as quickly. Because if your deck can summon enough little guys, you have access code and you can OTK.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking of little guys, we have the
Smash.
Snash. Okay, I didn't actually mean to be that on time, but I was gonna say we do need to see a little guy because we had to not activate Diabels, which gets direct access to little guys. I mean, I guess we could have, right? Honestly, wait, actually, why didn't we? I guess to not activate this. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, we couldn't activate because we didn't want the combined creation getting its effect live before the battle phase, because then we would get yoinked and not get rid of Appaloosa, and then we lose. Yeah.
Yep. Snap. It's not free, but the point is, right, surely you just because you're able to summon 4 little dudes, you shouldn't be rewarded with Appaloosa or access code, right? Surely it's not supposed to be that easy.
Yeah, I do feel like links are very awkward to balance. I mean, there are some at times like it evens out, and sometimes it's okay, but yeah, I another aspect though, especially discussing Appaloosa, is just the overall approach to how the ban list happens, right? I don't think they ever think, okay, we're gonna remove this card from the equation for a bit and maybe bring it back, which I think especially in the online game, there's no reason not to do that, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, we have the double fusion setup here. Which card, what do you think we're gonna end up seeing off of the Mementolan? Is it gonna be Guardian Chimera or is it gonna be something else?
Surely it's Guardian Chimera, right?
Yeah,
Yo,
probably.
there's the dude!
Alright.
Hilarious.
Snake
You were
Eye in
right, he was in
2025.
hand all along.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even notice, but yeah, Mjolnir in hand. I mean, it does happen, you know, when you have to play Garnets. Sometimes you pay the price. Though, I mean, as I said, it's not really, like, entirely paying the price. If you have access to double 5s, you just have easier Mjolnir on the board. But yeah, that's just something that can occur here. Also, I mean, Snake Eyes, you have to understand, this is a Worlds format, which means you will always have third decks, which, you know, it's kind of nice. It is funny, however, you know, when you have tier 0 formats, for example. Also, we had that OSS, but we have an Ash for that, and I think that's gonna be all she wrote.
Wait, the OSS was alive? Was he gonna summon Birch?
Jet. It's
Jet,
probably Jet.
right,
Yeah.
right. We saw Jet, right.
Yo.
All
right, let's go in from the beginning here.
Okay, so now, you know, you have to win out, KoH. What can I say? And it all starts with Victor Lee.
It all starts where it began.
Look at him flexing his
Which, I mean, it is
late
also
base.
what we began with. Okay, we have
God
the...
damn, this
yeah.
shit nasty.
Lancia is definitely very icky here.
Yeah.
What took the win? So
We're in
it is
danger.
4-0 here.
Okay, that's a good one to open, surely.
Malice into Fuwa, triple set. I mean, it ain't much, but it's cards. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! And here comes the second deck that we never witnessed on stream before. Mermail Atlantean, which... So, I think this is definitely an interesting third deck, because from the perspective of Obviously, it's a terrorist go first deck, you know? Like, if you go first, you are doing some icky stuff.
Ooh la la.
But
That's
it
not
is a
bad,
deck
is
that's
it?
also good going second. That being said, yeah, this is huge. Because
I mean, I guess
one of
especially
the
from the deck.
nastier
Oh, whoa,
things.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, and
What?
there's an Ash. Holy, having an answer for most things. Yeah, one of the nastiest things about you know, the deck is that a lot of sending happens for cost from the hand, from the deck, so it's very hard to get a proper interruption off of
To
one
actually
card.
stop them
Yeah.
from doing stuff. It's always gonna resolve part way at least.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it was really huge being able to impulse destroy the Poseidon beforehand, because otherwise it sends for cost at the very least, and then something happens off of that. But of course, there was enough to keep playing. And I mean, at this point,
and
that's
just it, Chief, isn't it?
yeah, I think
With all due respect to Victor Lee.
I mean, we can fast
But,
forward, I
like,
guess.
not even he can squeeze water from a stone, right?
I mean, DC win con,
True, 1% win chance left.
Konami
You're right, my bad.
servers. Yeah,
Mm.
1%. The near side player seems to have an impeccable board. Alright, we get the Mistatter
Yo,
boy.
the dude.
We get the proc to discard, and yeah, okay, we have caught up officially. I mean, you can try to do all you want with your girl in the hand, but she can't really offer you much more help than emotional support at this point. I think we added March Hare, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, okay, so it's just March Hare. I mean, it would be hard not to lethal here, I believe.
Look at these dudes, man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
34. Yeah, you can just call battle phase and then he has to use March Hare or he's dead already on board. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The amount of bodies that you get, and Mistatter boy making the small bunguses into like
Mistatter boy just casual plus 25.
Yeah.
I love him.
I mean I'm kind of happy for him that he I don't know if relevant is really the right term, but that
bro, in the beginning of Link format, they were all relevant, man.
Well, yeah, of course.
Elemental Link to us, that was the rage. Ay.
Free smoke grenades? Oh no. We talk too much about terrorism in on the stream. I think that's the problem. Also, hello, Drawball.
It just wasn't meant to be, man. What can I say?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, he doesn't have a choice here. He kind of has to go for the summon, but if you go for the summon, it's like, what can you really do? There's no follow-up. And in reality, I'm pretty sure we still have access to potentially the Floodgate, assuming that that's played. Yeah, it hurts, but that's gonna be the end of the road here, I think, and that's also a timeout here.
LTBs are actually a German thing, huh? Crazy.
Back at the Donald Duck train.
Bro, I was sure that was just, you know, like every entertainment, we just kind of stole that from the US. But we actually did that. Holy Jesus. That's insane.
We did it. We did it, Reddit. BNE taking their second rat here. I guess we can see whether the last game is also going to be a sweep or not. Another invocation of the Blue Eyes after a complete pass from Leon here. That is quite something. We see the Foolos come down, but of course Foolos into Blue Eyes, not necessarily the most dominant thing. Okay, Obviously, the match
My
wasn't
God.
just yet over at this point, right?
Mhm.
Like, since it ended just now and this happened a while ago. If you get Fuad, would you push more, or would you end on this as well?
If I got Fuad on turn 2, I would try to push more, surely.
Yeah,
I
but like
mean,
on the other hand, right? Like the opponent passed on nothing, right? So
yeah.
against no hand trap as well. Right, we get a search into an ash, but a cross out hits the
Ooh.
field. Okay, it goes through. We get to the ice baby. There
I
are
mean,
still pops, however, so good luck, or at least a pop. So good luck going through that one. But I mean, this could go through that as we go for the exit on Knight, wiping the field, and now we
that's
have
how we roll, man.
send off into the guy. Duo drive. Do we see a Veiler? Nope. That's going to be an attach into a search. Get the cross. Getting the plug-in as well. Cross is probably going to draw. Yes, sir. We get the draw. Do we draw into anything else? Not yet. Did I see that right, however? Did we send a sword for... Oh, no. We sent the Star Raziel. Okay, I see.
That's my boy HFD. Jesus Christ.
No.
No. My God, he's cooking. Ah. Ah. Dude, he's got everything again. No shot.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're supposed to wait, because, you know, no, he's not under Fuva and he just wins. Oh!
The Ash coming through.
He did it again. And again.
Yeah,
and
but I
again.
mean, no protection here, and that's the clear into the set. Which, can't really do much about it. And of course, we still have the synchro play as well. I mean, that's this match makes Blue Eyes look insane, not gonna lie. All it took was a complete brick turn 1 pass for Viziel. I mean, that was incredibly unfortunate. Very commanding win here for BNE though, like completely undefeated on the
They just ran over KoH, didn't they?
Yeah, it's very insane. Blue Eyes is scary going first if they get the setup. Yeah, well, they were going second into an empty board.
He was basically going first.
Yeah, going first extra, I guess, with an extra cards, you know.
He was going first +1.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's, you know, 2 rats earned. Congratulations to BNE for advancing to top 8. If I was facing them in the bracket, like potentially looking towards matching up against them, I would be quaking in my boots.
My guy's facing them. Hold up, I didn't see the brackets. Announcements.
In before it's actually you, yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, thank you to both teams as well for the matches. I mean, I don't know if we maybe bantered a bit too much, but I do think legitimately round 1 at least, even though it maybe didn't look very close, it felt like a lot more, you know, anyone could take this type of vibe, and I think the matches were interesting as well, so I'm very appreciative of it. We also happened to, you know, obviously it's not like it was, oh, we're gonna put on a show, we care about like these streamer people watching the match, you know, obviously it was a strategic decision, but I am very glad that we got to see a lot of third decks being utilized here as well, to a decent amount of success as well, so very, very glad to have caught this match, even though by the time I signed up for a match, it was like choice between 2 games, but you know, this was also the time slot at which I was looking at to begin with anyways. Also, thank you to Ohimi for being so gracious as to join me here for a cast. He also has...
It's always Trill hanging around, yup.
Yeah, he also has a cast for a game. I believe you are casting the was it Chiba Corp versus?
I am casting Chiba Corp.
Yeah, well, I don't want to like be rude here. What was the other team that they're playing?
Phoenix Gaming.
Phoenix Gaming. Oh yeah, Phoenix. Any relation to
Yo,
the
real
Team
Phoenix.
Wars Duel Links Phoenix or?
Totally. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, damn, unfortunate. But yeah, if you want to catch that one is in 27 hours and 9 minutes. Or wait, no, it's in. Is it 27? It's 27 or 26. I don't remember who is 9 or 10 p.m. my time. But yeah, definitely
27 and 9 minutes sounds right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, give or take some time around that. If you follow Himi, that's probably your best bet of catching it, assuming you're stalking Twitch at that time. All right. The question is, where do we go from here? You know.
Is there another match live right now?
I know there was one that started an hour before ours, and I think there was one that started.
Yeah, there's one that starts an hour after ours.
Oh yeah.
Like we can go check out. Hi, I'm Nas.
Oh yeah, it's Nas's. Yeah. I guess we can send you guys to Nas. That's always
streaming Box of Friends versus All for One. Crazy names.
Yeah, those are some good team names. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. If anyone here somehow happens to be not a Nifroth watcher, if you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to follow and or join the Discord. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. I would like to do a variety stream as well this weekend, so I'll see if I manage to squeeze it in. Yeah, I'm not gonna mention anything else because I haven't even asked, so so that will stay for potential future. But yeah, I think that's it from us. Any last words for you?
Man, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sure is fun.
It depends on which side of the, the Concari.
Depends on which side of the Malice gameplay you are.
Or the Mjolnir,
True. See you around, boys. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Bye-bye.